how big of a pot should I give my plant? At the end of the day, I can't give you an exact size because I don't know the size of your plant. I don't know the size of the root system that your plant has. I don't know what environment it is in. I don't know what potting medium you will use for this plant. If you choose a small pot for a large plant, you got to make sure that the potting mix is more water retentive. If you have a really chunky mix, then you can use a much larger pot because the medium is going to retain less moisture. You could have an Anthurium stump that has 0 leaves but a lot of roots, and you would need to choose a pot in line with the root system. Or you could have a big plant like Alocasia cuprea, for example, that has naturally quite a disappointing root system, where you would kind of choose a pot that looks kind of small for the size of the plant. There is no definitive like Excel spreadsheet that shows you exactly age of plant and corresponding pot size and so on. It is subject to a lot of different parameters that I might not know about, that nobody else might know about apart from you, unless of course you provide that sort of context in your question. But I think what this question is really intending to ask is whether or not this plant minds being root bound. So for example, if you'd ask me that question on the back of conversation about Monsteras, I could tell you to be conservative with the pot size because Monsteras really don't mind being root bound and or drying out a little bit. Whereas if you would ask me the same question in context of growing a Canna Stuttgart, for example, that wants to be in a really moist environment, that never wants to dry out, that is going to spread quite rapidly via the rhizomes underground, I would say choose a huge pot. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Don't get so caught up about a specific number when it comes to the pot size. Instead, try and understand the principle behind it. The idea of a pot is to provide support and moisture to the root system. So bring the question back to the root system. Does the plant mind being root bound? Does the plant require a lot of moisture? And those answers will help you make a decision on the pot size. If a plant doesn't mind drying out, you can go with a smaller pot. If a plant really hates drying out, then a larger pot that can hold more medium is going to be on the safer side. Me just giving you a number, 20 centimeters, isn't really going to be all too helpful in this instance.